Forget what you think you know about the world of artificial intelligence. This isn't some friendly collaborative science fair anymore. No, this is a battlefield. It's a brutal, high-stakes war for absolute dominance, and the old rules are being completely torched. What we're watching right now is the complete structural transformation of an entire industry. And the prize? It's nothing less than control over the future of intelligence itself.
And just to get a sense of the scale of this conflict, just look at this number. $300 billion. That's the annual capital expenditure, the cash that major tech firms are pouring into building the infrastructure for this war. And make no mistake, this isn't just an investment. This is an industrial-scale arms race for the two scarcest resources on the planet right now, energy and computing power.
You know, the era where you had all these loosely connected hardware and software companies kind of working together, that's over. It's dead. Today, 6-star companies, we're talking Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, OpenAI, and Anthropic, they are in a frantic race to build fully integrated, monolithic empires. They're just tearing down the old boundaries and fighting for every last scrap of profit in this new intelligence economy. Okay, so how exactly is this war being fought? Well, it's not happening on just one front. It's a multi-layered conflict, and it's happening all at once across the entire technology stack. So to really get what's going on, we need to deconstruct this battlefield into 4 distinct layers. Think of this as our war map. At the very bottom, layer 1, you've got the physical bedrock, the silicon, the chips that power absolutely everything. Right above that, L2, that's the cloud infrastructure, where AI gets built. Then L3 is the intelligence layer itself, the actual foundation models. And way up at the top, L4, you've got the applications and agents that actually deliver value to you and me. The ultimate prize here is controlling this entire stack, from top to bottom.
In this insane AI gold rush, it's not about who's selling the shovels anymore. The value is getting sucked up in really unexpected places, and a whole lot of companies are getting absolutely crushed in the middle. The reason for this is a powerful economic force that's putting the squeeze on the entire industry. It's called the sandwich effect, and honestly, it's the perfect way to describe it. Think of the AI industry as a giant sandwich. All the real money, all the value is being captured in the 2 slices of bread, the apps we use at the very top and the super powerful chips at the very bottom. Everyone else, the cloud providers, the model makers, they're the fillings getting squeezed. And this intense pressure is what's driving this massive, industry-wide shakeup.
So, to understand how we got into this situation, we gotta rewind a bit. We have to look at the first era of modern AI, the training era. And in that era, there was one undisputed king.
I mean, just look at these numbers. 92% of the AI chip market. That isn't just a lead, that is a near total monopoly. Nvidia built the very foundation, the digital ground that this first wave of generative AI was built on. And that kind of dominance gives you unbelievable pricing power. We're talking gross margins floating around 75%. Their customers started calling it the Nvidia Tax. If you wanted to build powerful, cutting-edge AI, you just had to pay it. There was no other choice.
And they protect this kingdom with a strategy that's, well, it's brilliant, but it's also pretty brutal. It's called the full stack trap. See, Nvidia doesn't just sell you a chip. Oh no, they sell you the whole shebang. The GPUs, the CPUs, the networking, all of it optimized to work together perfectly. And that creates a powerful lock-in that makes it incredibly difficult and expensive for anyone to even think about switching.
But then, the ground started to shake. A fundamental change started happening. This seismic shift that is causing the old kingdom to collapse and a totally new world order to emerge. This is the inference revolution.
Okay, let's break down these 2 eras because this is really the key to the whole thing. Phase 1, the training era, was all about one thing: building bigger and bigger models. The AI was kind of like our System 1 brain. Fast, intuitive, gut reaction answers. And for that, you needed flexible GPUs, which was Nvidia's home turf. But now we are entering the inference era. The goal isn't just building the model anymore, it's using it efficiently for complex reasoning. That's more like our slow, deliberate System 2 brain. And that kind of work demands a totally new kind of hardware.
And the economic scale of this shift is just staggering. The market for inference, for actually using the AI, is projected to be 10 times larger than the market for training it in the first place. It makes sense when you think about it. Training is a huge, one-time cost, but inference is a continuous expense that runs 24/7.
And this quote right here, this gets to the heart of the matter.
The real, ongoing cost of AI isn't building it, it's running it, answering billions of queries day in and day out. This means the race is no longer just about who has the smartest model, it's about who has the most efficient model. Whoever can make inference cheaper is going to win the next decade.
So this pressure is forcing a massive consolidation. To escape that Nvidia tax and to win the new inference war, the tech giants are tearing down the old, OpenStack, and building their own fully integrated vertical empires. Let's take a look at what these new kingdoms look like.
First up, we've got Google. They are probably the purest example of this new model. They're building a completely self-sufficient, what you might call a sovereign stack.
Their strategy is just a masterclass in vertical integration. At the very bottom, their custom TPU chip frees them completely from Nvidia's pricing. In the middle, their cloud is specifically optimized to run on those chips. And at the top, their Gemini model is built from the ground up to work seamlessly with the whole system. It is a perfect closed loop.
Next, we've got a different kind of empire. This one is less of a single kingdom and more of a strategic federation, built on a really powerful alliance between Amazon Web Services and the AI lab Anthropic. Amazon's play here is really smart. They want to be the Switzerland of AI. They're building their own custom chips, like Trainium, and then fine-tuning them to run Anthropic's Claude models at the lowest possible cost. This lets AWS become the most efficient intelligence factory for companies who want a powerful, safe model without getting locked into the worlds of Google or Microsoft. And finally, of course, we have to talk about the incumbent powerhouse, the alliance that pretty much defined the first phase of this whole boom, Microsoft and OpenAI.
Now, this is the most powerful of the new empires, and it might also be the most tense. They are still hugely dependent on Nvidia for chips, even though they're trying to hedge their bets with their own custom silicon. Microsoft's Azure cloud provides the mind-boggling scale needed to train and run OpenAI's models. But at the top, OpenAI is the clear leader in AI reasoning. And, well, let's just say they're reportedly looking for a bit more independence. It's a powerful alliance for sure, but maybe a fragile one.
So, you might be asking, how is all this funded? It's through a really clever financial mechanism called Compute for Equity. The cloud providers invest billions in these AI labs, but very little cash actually changes hands. Instead, they give them credits to use on their own cloud. This creates a completely closed-loop economy where the investment money flows right back to the cloud provider as revenue, and it locks the AI lab even deeper into their ecosystem.
This new, vertically integrated structure doesn't just change the business deals. It's what makes a whole new kind of AI possible. And it's fundamentally changing what AI can do, and crucially, how we pay for it. Welcome to the new agent economy.
We are moving way beyond passive chatbots that just sit there and wait for a question. The future is autonomous agents. These are systems that can pursue a goal. You don't just ask it something, you give it a task, like onboard this new employee or find and fix this bug in the code, and it just works on its own to get it done.
But, and this is a huge but, this new capability comes at a massive cost, is something called the loop multiplier. A single, simple request from a user can kick off an internal loop of planning, acting, and self-correction that can spin out of control, causing the amount of computation and the cost to just explode. This completely breaks the old software business model.
This is forcing a really rapid evolution in how we pay for AI. The flat $20 a month subscription model fails spectacularly when a few heavy users can bankrupt you. So, okay, usage-based paper token, that's better, but it leads to wildly unpredictable bills. The future is likely outcome-based pricing. You'll pay for the result, per bug fixed, per sales lead generated. The AI literally becomes a form of digital labor that you pay for performance.
So after this whole collapse and reformation, the industry is playing by a totally new set of rules. The name of the game is no longer just about having the smartest model, it's about efficiency and deep, deep vertical integration.
So what does this all mean? It means we're in the middle of a brutal consolidation. The AI industry is transforming from a pretty cooperative ecosystem into an all-out war between a few vertically integrated empires. This is a war of attrition. It's fueled by hundreds of billions of dollars, and efficiency is the ultimate weapon. So the only question left is, when all the dust settles, who is going to be left standing?